Man, good evening all the way around. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and join the room. Costs you absolutely nothing to hit that like and that subscribe. Give me a second, let me clear some stuff up here. Man, listen, I'm always running behind, and I got to get some stuff cleared up and post it in so we can have this thing ready to go. Good evening to you once again. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo as we come to you live on YouTube. Go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and join the room. It costs you absolutely nothing to hit that like and subscribe. Good evening all the way around. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and join the room. Listen, this is my opportunity to bring you into my radio room live. Well, actually, virtually, any rate. And I give you the opportunity to see what's going on in here and how we're doing it in here. And if we make a contact, get to hear it and see exactly what's going on. Good evening all the way around. Good evening on the sidelines over there, man. I see you guys, Mr. Sam Weaver, all you guys. Good evening to all you guys, man. We are running extremely late this afternoon, but thought I would get in here anyway and see who we could shake up. This is K5KAB in Texas calling CQ20. CQ20, CQ20. This is K5KAB, Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and enjoy the room. Costs you absolutely nothing to hit that like and subscribe, man. Listen, we're out here bringing excitement and joy, man, on these 2 days before Christmas, man. I hope you guys got your presents ready to go. And, man, we come out here to get some of this RF therapy. Good evening to you. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, calling CQ20, CQ20. 20 meters is dead all the way around, man. It is dead all the way around, but I'm going to try to stir somebody up. I'm going to stir somebody up, and they're going to come in here, man, and we're going to get this thing started. I guarantee you, man. Listen, this is what we do every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. We come in here, man, and bring some excitement and some fun. And listen, most of all, give away bottles of bourbon if we make contacts and we have a contest. Good evening once again. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas. Calling CQ20, CQ20.
Whiskey 3, Kilo Bravo 3, Victor X-Ray Bravo.
At Kilo Bravo 3 station, Kilo Bravo 3 station. One more time, please.
Yes, I was just cruising around the frequency here, and I just saw you calling. I just heard you calling. I just figured I'd come back. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Victor X-Ray Bravo.
Man, that's quite a handful there, Francisco. Kilo Bravo 3, Victor X-Ray Bravo. Good evening to you, man. The call here is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. The handle here is KB, just the two letters, a K and a B. And we're in Arlington, Texas, man. Thought we would get out here this afternoon and go live on YouTube, and that's what we're doing. We are live on YouTube as we speak, man, and I do this every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. And I get out here, man, and give everybody some visuals along with some audio. Help everybody get that RF shake off, man. And from time to time, we do have contests, and we do give away bottles of bourbon, man. So good evening to you, sir. I don't know if this is your first time or not, but if it is, please go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and take a look at what we got going on there. Roger?
K5KAB, let's see here, I'm looking at right now. Yes, okay, so let's see if I can even hear myself. Let's see, Kilo Bravo 3, Victor X-Ray Bravo. Well, I guess right now you're calling CQ, so I'm not sure if that's the right one.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're not going to be able to do it while we're on the air because it's about 8, 9, 10 seconds behind. It's about 8, 9, 10 seconds behind, so it'll be best to listen to it afterward. But I'll tell you what, it's definitely a treat, man. Give you an opportunity to hear exactly what you sound like on my end. And then you get to see around in this old radio room, man. Get to see what I'm doing in here and see what's going on in here and some of this old antiquated equipment, man. Listen, we just out here having fun, man. I tell them all the time, I'm out here trying to kill sad hamism, one contact at a time. Now, Roger?
Yes, QSO, yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out. That's a pretty cool idea that you can hear yourself. Hopefully you have actually you can also see the signal meter. Do you also show that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You get everything that I'm looking at, man, except for a drink of this bourbon on this table. But you get everything else, man. So there you go. Yep, you get to see the signal as you are generated, and most importantly, you get to hear exactly what it sounds like on my end. I only have my side open up to about 3 kilohertz wide. Most everybody is running right about 3 kilohertz. Some of the guys come in, ESSB guys, they want me to open it up more, but I can only go up to about 4, maybe 5 kilohertz wide, and so it's been sitting at about 3. So you definitely hear exactly what I'm hearing on my end. I'll say good evening to you. Thank you for being out here. Definitely appreciate it, man. And I just got you in my logbook on QRZ. Thank you for coming in here waving at me, man. And you're the first contact tonight, man. So maybe you open up this thing and get some people coming in here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And listen, again, we do this every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. If you would, go to YouTube and click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe for me button, that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And if you ring that bell, it'll notify you every time I'm out here going live, and you can come back and we can do it all over again. Now, Roger?
Yes, QSO, we'll do that, definitely. I'm looking at it right now, though. There's no live right now, is it? Or am I missing it here?
Well, I think you are missing it. Let me go take a look myself here. Bam, I just went in there. Let me go and take a look myself. Let me ask my guys. We are live, aren't we, guys? Let's see, I think everybody, yeah, we're live. Yep, I'm looking at it right here. It's live as we speak there, Roger.
Okay, I'll definitely check that out. I mean, I'm there right now, but the first one I'm looking at here, it says 2.1 thousand views, but there's no live one. I don't get it. I really would like to see it, but I'll look around here. You take the next one, and I'll be on the side and check this out, buddy. You have a nice Christmas from Kilo Bravo 3, Victor X-Ray Bravo.
Roger, Roger. Thank you, sir. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I saw it. He does not how to use. Okay, somebody said you got to be able to use it. Yeah, it's live. I'm looking at it right now. I just put in. Just went to YouTube and I put in K5 KAB, and the very first one I see is a bourbon glass with a radio, and it has a red live beside it. Click on it and come on into a room, man. And you get to see exactly what's going on. Hey, have a good one over there, and thank you for participating. I definitely appreciate that. And look like we'll do it again somewhere down the line. Have a good rest of the day, sir.
7-3, thanks.
Roger, Roger. And I did get you my logbook on QRZ. Have a blessed day, man. And a Merry Christmas to you if we don't get to do it again no time soon. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call and come on in and join the room. Cost you absolutely nothing to hit that like and subscribe, man, and get in here and give me some thumbs up. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, 2 days before Christmas, calling CQ20. Foxtrot Sierra Station, Foxtrot Sierra Station, one more time.
QSO, Kilowatts, Japan, 6, Zulu, Foxtrot Sierra, QSO?
Oh, man, no, I got Kilowatt Juliet 6, Kilowatt Juliet 6. Help me with the rest of it.
Zulu, Foxtrot Sierra, Eagle, Kilo, Sales.
I got it that time over there around Los Buenos, California. Hey, Joseph, good evening to you, sir. Let me turn this beam around a little bit that way. Maybe all my conditions might be on the West Coast there, Roger.
Yeah, QSO, swing it around. Boy, I got you on screen. I got you on YouTube, although my YouTube doggone it. Man, I heard you a week or so ago and tried to get in on you. I love what you do, man. I love your groove here.
Well, listen, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Listen, we try our best, man. We just try to bring some excitement to the amateur bands, man, so that everybody can have fun, man. Listen, we're trying to stamp out sad hamism one contact at a time. Now, Roger?
Yeah, QSL, beautiful setup there. Looks like you're ex-Navy. So is my son. My son was a ping jockey there in the Navy, and he ran on the littoral tip.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, tell that swabby I said good evening to him, man. That is quite awesome. Hey, look, you got a real nice setup there, too. I love the way you got those monitors mounted up to the ceiling looking down. So, man, listen, you got a real nice setup there, Roger.
Yeah, QSL. I just upgraded my remote setup upstairs. I run the Flex ecosystem here. So I got that Flex running through a new laptop on a big old 45-inch curved screen here. A YouTube monitor up ahead on top of it here. And, man, I'm indoors with the heater, so I'm not out in the garage, so kind of enjoying life. What's in that glass tonight? You got a little Pappy Van Winkle you're pouring?
Oh, man, listen. Don't I wish I had some Pappy? Don't I wish I had some Pappy? No, not tonight, man, not tonight. I actually started off earlier today, not earlier, right after work. I got this Sagamore rye, man. I got this Sagamore rye, a 9-year-old rye that I've been experimenting with, and I must say, it is delicious there, Roger.
QSL, that is a slow, enjoyable sip. Nothing I love more than a little bit of that Sagamore rye and just kind of sitting back in front of the fireplace there and just kind of let it all come together.
Oh, man, you sound like a man after my own heart. You sound like a man after my own heart, man. Listen, you sound like you know exactly what you're talking about, man, because that's exactly what I like to do with it, man. We hadn't gotten cold enough here yet to enjoy no fireplace. And listen, and I'm not going to rush it either, my friend. I am not going to rush it. The longer it stay away, the better as far as I'm concerned. But we're like, what are we at? We're 65 degrees tonight. It's about 8:11 p.m. here, and it's still 65 degrees, man. I think it's hard to beat that, Roger.
Roger on that one. We're Californians, so if the wind blows and we got to put on a sweater, it's horrible weather here. But not too bad. Yeah, it's a little cool, been a little foggy. I'll tell you what, it's been the perfect weather for just staying inside the house with the heater on and running the radio and dialing it up and down and chasing a couple of those crazy contests that are out there.
Oh, wow. I know exactly what you're saying, man. I concur. I concur, my friend. Well, listen, thank you for being out here, man. You know exactly what we do, man. We're out here every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central, trying to bring some smiles and excitement to your face, man. And listen, this is 2 nights before Christmas, man. I hope you've been a good boy. I hope Santa's going to bring you something nice, man. Listen, have a great rest of the day, and I did get you my logbook on QRZ. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo says 73s for now. And, man, let's do it again next time. Kilo Juliet 6, Zebra Foxtrot Sierra. This is Kilo 5, Kilowatts and Bourbon, saying 73s for now, sir.
QSO KB. By the way, that's a good-looking bike. It reminds me of the days when I had my Dyna, and I'd be racing around. I was a younger man then, and that was a fast bike. But those are behind me now. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you down the road. KJ6, VFS. Bye-bye.
Thank you for being out here, man. Great signal. Definitely appreciate the wave. Big wave, man. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and join the room. Costs you absolutely nothing to hit that like and subscribe. And listen, when we leave the live here, we all run to the Discord, man. Come join my Discord. Put in Kilo 5, KiloAlphaBravo.com/Discord. You guys meet me over there. CQ20, this is K5KAB in Texas calling CQ.
Kilo 6, Whiskey Kilo X-Ray.
Man, I tell you what, you got a whole bunch of kilos in that call sign. A whole bunch of kilos in that call sign. Good evening to you, John. Kilo 6, Whiskey, Kilo X-Ray. This is K5, KAB in Texas. How copy?
Oh, Roger. Copy you 5-9 all the way. You know, my name is John, and I'm in Tehachapi, California. Back to you.
Oh, man, listen, where exactly is Tehachapi, California? Give me some directions there, Roger.
Okay, you know where Bakersfield is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 45 miles east of Bakersfield on Highway 58. It's between the Mojave Spaceport and Bakersfield.
Oh, man, I got it now. So you got some real estate out there. Yep, there you go. I'm like, you got some real estate out there, so you can put up some nice antennas. And, yep, there go a nice one right there, man. Good job, my friend. Good job. That looks good. Well, good evening to you, John. Sounding great coming over into Texas this afternoon, man. The call here is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. And if I was using mnemonics, I would say Kilo 5, Kilowatts and Bourbon, because that's what we do, man. We call this the Kilowatts and Bourbon Show. We're here every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. Man, inviting everybody into the radio room virtually, of course. Go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KB. Get to see what's going on in here. And most important, John, you get to hear exactly what you sound like on my end. You're going to be at the 17-minute mark, sir.
Oh, Roger. I'll do that. As far as bourbon, I don't drink anymore. Of course, I don't drink any less either, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I'll look you up. Back to you.
Oh, man, I would appreciate that. Please do go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB. Or you can go to QRZ, and at the very top of the page, it says live stream. Click on that either way. John, I'm glad to hear you say you don't drink no more and no less, because I was going to say you must be a quitter, man. Listen, John, life is too short to be quitters, man. Listen, man, I definitely have me a finger, 1, 2, or 3, maybe 4 or 5 fingers. I was going to say almost every day, but I think that'll make me an alcoholic or something, man. Well, I'm definitely not one of those anyway. Well, I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know, because I definitely enjoy me a bourbon, man, at least one or two a night, man. I enjoy every bit of it. And I'm a bourbon hunter, man. I like to go and hunt some of the rare stuff and some of the hard-to-find stuff. It's almost like deer hunting there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Back in the 60s when it was really good. If I had the money, it was Jack Daniels. If I didn't, it was beer. And if I was really broke, it was 49-cent a gallon Red Mountain wine. And a gallon of that, I think it was 49 or 59. I don't remember back then. But boy, that was good paint stripper. I used it to degrease an engine once on a car that I owned. And so, some pretty potent stuff. But many years ago, I had to give it up because of stomach problems. And, I sort of miss it and I don't miss it. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. And, I wanted to get in, when I was forced to quit, I wanted to get into brewing my own beer. I had a neighbor when I lived in the San Fernando Valley. He did his own beer, made it. Boy, that stuff was good. And, it was a pretty good drunk that you could get out of that. But anyway, it's good talking with you. I'm going to, when I get off, I got to fire up another computer. The one I've got going now doesn't have YouTube. I doesn't have anything on it. It's a Windows unit, and I've been hacked a couple of times in the past, so I use the Mac Mini for all my important stuff, and then I've got an HP that I use, for my ham stuff. So anyway, wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hopefully talk to you again down the line. I'll be joining you in about 10 minutes or so on the YouTube, KK6 WKX.
Roger. Well, I appreciate that. And listen, when you get in there, do me a favor and put a message over there so I can know you're there, man. That'll be quite interesting. Put a message over there, and then I'll know you just walked in there. Have a good rest of the day, and thank you for stopping in and waving. Great signal coming this way, and I definitely appreciate the wave, sir. Have a good afternoon. I did get them a logbook on QRZ, by the way. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5, KAB in Texas. Call in CQ. Oh, man, let's try that one more time. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas. Call in CQ.
Q3, Sugar Golf Tango, over.
K5.
N7 Papa Sierra.
M7 station, one more time.
Yeah, this is November 7 Papa Sugar, N7 Papa Sierra in Spokane, Washington.
Oh, I got you that time over there in Spokane, Washington. November 7, Papa Sugar. Hey, Conrad, what's going on up there in Washington there, Roger?
That out, or I looked at QRZ. And me and my granddaughter's granddaughter and her husband is flying in from Abilene, Texas. Actually on the airplane. I think they might be in Dallas, and they're just about to get on the plane from Dallas to Spokane. So we're going to have them for Christmas. It'll be exciting. They just moved down a couple of years ago from up here, so we've been pretty lonely without them. How are you doing? N7BF.
Oh, man, listen. All is well on this end, man. I don't have any room to complain about nothing at all, man. Enjoying life. Listen, 2 days before Christmas, my friend. 2 days before Christmas. And so I still got, listen, I looked in my bank account. I still have about $25. So I guess I'm doing okay there, Roger.
Oh, absolutely, Roger, yeah. You're about $5 ahead of me, so that's perfectly good. So it looks like you go by KB. I just finally got QRZ opened. I literally just walked in the shop where I have my radio stuff, and I thought, well, let's turn on 20 meters and see if it's open. I literally scanned all the way across the 20-meter dial and only heard your signal, nothing else here in Spokane.
Well, man, listen, that means Mother Nature must be smiling on me, man. She's giving me full attention, my friend, full attention. I didn't think there was any conditions out here, so I just started calling CQ, and finally I got some people to come back. Listen, I do this every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. I call it the Kilo 5 Kilowatts and Bourbon Show, man. I'm out here just having fun and making people smile, and giving them opportunity to go to YouTube and put in my call, K5 KAB, and get to come look into my radio room virtually, man. Get to sit right here in this chair and get to hear exactly what you sound like on my end. And from time to time, give away bottles of bourbon, man. So I'm just looking for a reason right now to give away a bottle of bourbon there, Roger.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, that's why you only have 25 minutes left of this. You got toasted it all in bourbon. Oh, that's good. Well, I haven't pulled up the YouTube, but I just saw the old radios, and yeah, looks like you must have a lot of fun. I've got a spider web there. I have running a Icon 7610 into a 3-element old Mosley that was my father-in-law. My father-in-law was actually at 7PS up until he passed away, and then I couldn't bear to see his call go to somebody else, so I finally applied for his call. So he was called Suttonmare, and he had his initials. I just have his initials for my call. We used to call him Papa Smurf, though. So I don't know if he wants a bottle of bourbon, but, you know, I might find some of my relatives that would. And back to you, KBN 7PS.
Well, I'll tell you, man, that's quite handsome of you, man, to pick up your father-in-law's call. Listen, that was heartwarming, man. So kudos to you. Outstanding. I'm sitting there looking at some of my people texting back and forth on YouTube. They said they can't hear me, but they could hear bits and pieces of you. And I have a slight copy, too. I got you about a 5.556 signal here. Well, let me say good evening to you and thank you for coming in and waving. Definitely appreciate that wave, man. Let me dive out here and grab a few more, man. I like to try to load this logbook up while I'm out here, man. And so let me go grab a couple more, but I do have got you in my logbook on QRZ. November 7, Papa Smurf. I like that, man. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas says 73s for now. And thank you for stopping in and waving. And at your leisure, please go over to YouTube and take a look, man. If you like what you see, man, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for me. I would appreciate it. Have a great rest of the day and Merry Christmas, sir.
You were 5.9 at first. I'm curious how much power you're running. I have an LA1J response with it, but you're probably running more power than me because you're coming in pretty good. So anyway, it sounds like it's safety closed. So more contacts there. Thanks again, KB, for coming back to my return on your CQ. And we'll try to catch a bourbon in your honor when we get to Christmas Eve here tomorrow night.
I like that, sir. I like that, and please do. Have a good rest of the night. CQ20, CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo with the beam looking west, calling CQ, CQ. Oh, man, I didn't get none of that. Let's try that one more time. QRZ. CQ20, CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5, KAB in Texas, as we call CQ, CQ. Oh, I guess Mother Nature saying that's going to be about all, man. What was that, a big old 27 minutes worth? This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and join the room, man. It costs you absolutely nothing to hit that like and subscribe. And listen, we do this every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. This is K5KAB in Texas, calling CQ20, CQ20. Boy, nothing heard, nothing heard, nothing heard. CQ20, CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, calling CQ.
Whiskey 7 Tango, Mike Delta.
Whiskey 7 Tango, Mike Delta. Good evening to you, sir. Mr. Tom over there around, what's that, Old Town. Man, you sound great this afternoon. Good evening to you.
Well, good evening, KB. It's been a little while. But I heard you out there, and you're still 10 over S9 up in northern Idaho, so you're doing a fine job there. Over.
Oh, man, listen, I just realized who I was talking to once I pulled that QRZ page up, and I'm sitting there looking at those Johnsons and those Valiants, and, man, I don't know if that's a 500 sitting right there. Oh, my goodness, man. Listen, you just made my toes curl there, Roger.
Everybody loves a big old Johnson. That's for sure. Yeah, that's a 500 sitting there. And, I got a Viking 2, a Valiant, and, oh, man, a bunch of other stuff you probably can't even see in the picture. But, yeah, they're a lot of fun. Having a good time over here. Over.
Oh, wow. Listen, you're the perfect guy to ask, man. This is outstanding. Listen, I'm just sitting here looking at some of your stuff on QRZ as we speak, and I have a question concerning, man, you know, it's hard to not like Johnson. And you're absolutely right, man. Everybody loves a man with a great big old Johnson. Ain't that something? Listen, that Mercury Lux sitting up there, man, the Mercury Lux. Going into a dummy load, what's the most you think you've seen come out of that Lux?
Well, you know, I've never really pushed it that hard. And, yeah, you know, you could probably get 2K maybe. But that'd be pushing it pretty hard, I think. I usually run it around a kilowatt and or 1200 watts, somewhere in there, and I haven't had any problems or anything like that. But it does get warm and the fan kicks on, and But I've never tried it, to tell you the truth there, over.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm actually in the market for something, man, and I'm really been looking really hard trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. And the Lux was at the top of my list up until about 2 days ago. And it dawned on me that I've never seen a video testing on YouTube or talked to anyone that has actually watched the Lux do like 2 kilowatts into a dummy load or whatever. Everybody normally say about 1,400 watts, and from time to time somebody would tell me 1,500. And I was just having a hard time trying to deal with that in my mind, because my thought is the Mercury 3 puts out about 1,200 watts talking, and I've seen that on a couple of YouTube videos. So I'm thinking, so did you spend another $1,000 for 300 watts or not? And so I've been really battling with that, Roger.
Yeah, I understand. You know, and I've never pushed it. I know it'll do 1,500 watts, no problem. But I'm using HF Auto from Pallistar, and it's supposed to handle it too, but I've never pushed that either. But I do have a dummy load over here that would take about, I don't know, 4K or something like that. Maybe I'll give that a shot one of these days and see what it's actually doing. But I have ran it on AM down on 75 meters, and it'll do full legal output on AM as well, as long as you are doing 100% modulation anyway. But it does get warm when the fan kicks on, but it's not overly hot or anything like that. Nothing, that would really irritate a guy, especially if you're running headphones. So I just like the display, and it matches the 7610. And I've never ran their tuner, but I've heard good things about it, and it might be on the Christmas list as well. But so far, I've had this one for about a year, and I don't have any complaints. It's done me really, really well.
Man, you got some nice toys. I think that was a movie, wasn't it? Man, you got some nice toys. I don't know, have we made an AM contact before? I'm not sure, and once I it in, it'll tell me or not. I don't know if we've made an AM contact, and I'm thinking maybe we have, but man, you sound great, man. You sound like an AMer. You sound like an AMer. I do have my money just right, man, to pick up that Lux, that Mercury Lux, and I was wondering, should I hold on to it and wait for you to list this 500 or not there, Roger?
You better get your Lux, because I'm not listing the 500 anytime soon. Get to pick up a desk kilowatt here in a couple of weeks, so that'll have to make its debut here at some point as well. Every once in a while I'll get on 40 meters, and I think that's about the only time I'll hit Texas on AM anyway, on 40, but you never know. You never know. But usually I'm on 160 meters or 75 meters. I with the guys on 30 to 85. But a big group of guys, and lots of fun. You should join in. Love to hear you over there.
Oh man, boy, you sound good. So you picking up a desk, man. Oh my God, that is incredible, man. I've always wanted one. I thought I would pick up a 500 by now, and I haven't. I've only was able to even get in contact with maybe 2 of them, and one of them was so it just wasn't going to work for me. It was going to take too much work to get it there, and I do some of my own work. Some of the hard stuff, I have some friends of mine, they'll come through, and maybe I'll take it over and we kind of figure out some things. But the one I found was just too much work involved, and I couldn't have gotten it there. So I've never owned the 500, man, and I've owned a couple of Johnsons. But man, that 500 in that desk was definitely my dream. But man, well, good kudos to you, man. You sounding great as always, and I just got you in my logbook on QRZ, and we are streaming live on YouTube, man. So go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KB. You get to hear exactly how good that thing sounds coming this way, and you're going to be at about the 35-minute mark. But man, you're making a nice trip this way. Thank you for reaching out and waving a hand, man. Listen, 2 days before Christmas, my friend. I hope you've gotten that list completed there, Roger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got it all completed, and we're waiting for the happy day. And all the grandkids and kids are just bouncing off the walls. But I hope you find that 500. They're out there. And a friend of mine over in Spokane, he just got one the other day. And I'm not going to tell you what he paid for it, because it would make you It'd just make you cry. But good luck in finding one. I know you will. And, all the best. And happy holidays. Merry Christmas from North Idaho, 73. KB, this is W7TMD.
Oh, man, listen, thank you for not telling me what he paid for it, and I appreciate you considering my emotional stability. I definitely appreciate that. Listen, have a great rest of the day, my friend, and thank you for stopping in and waving. Outstanding signal coming this way, and I definitely appreciate it. Have a great Merry Christmas, man, and if we don't get to do it again before then, I'm going to say a Happy New Year as well. Whiskey 7 TMD. This is Kilo 5 Kilowatts and Bourbon saying 73s for now.
73.
CQ20, this is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5 KAB in Texas, calling CQ20. CQ20, this is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, calling CQ. Man, am I going to take this thing up to 40? One more try, man, and we're going to get out of here if don't nobody answer this one, man. And I think we did fairly decent, 37 minutes, man. CQ20, this is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo, Kilo 5 Kilowatts and Bourbon as we live stream YouTube. If you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and join the room. Costs you absolutely nothing to hit that like and subscribe, and I would definitely appreciate it. It helps the room out tremendously. Good evening all the way around. This is K5 KAB in Texas calling CQ20.
Kilo 7 Tango Bravo Sierra.
Was that a Kilo 7 Tango Bravo Sierra, Mr. Tony over there in Harris?
Roger. Harrison, Idaho, North Idaho today.
Oh, man, I must be looking up in Idaho, man. Good evening to you, sir. Nice signal coming into Texas this afternoon there, Roger.
At about a 5.6 to 5.7.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I got you right about the same. 5.6, 5.7 signal. And good copy coming in. Definitely not a problem pulling you out. And what's the weather like up there in Idaho there, Roger?
Roger. Kind of cloudy today. A little bit of drizzle, but no snow for Christmas.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I want you guys to keep all that weather in y'all areas, man. We got to play fair around here. It's fairly decent around this way, man. It's about, it's almost 70 degrees as we speak. And it's about 8:30 this afternoon, man. About 8:30, and it's still about 70 degrees there, Roger.
Oh, no, we're not even close to that. We're probably at 40 right now. But yeah, 70, that is just terrific. Nice warm.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm sure you're situated for this time of the year. I got a big question. Of course, man, I am streaming live on YouTube. That's what I do, man, every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. And while I'm streaming, I pull your QRZ page up and kind of peruse through your page, man, so the world can see. And I am curious to know, on your profile picture, it's this beautiful house sitting on the hillside looking over top of this river or something. Is that your QTH?
Confirmed, that is my QTH. Right now, and that is overlooking the northern section of Lake Coeur d'Alene.
That is beautiful, my friend. Oh, my goodness. You've outdone yourself with that one. That one is beautiful. That's a beautiful setup there, man. That is a beautiful setup. So kudos to you, man.
That is do every day. That's the back side of the house that you're looking at, back to the deck that I spend a lot of time on looking over that lake and the beautiful scenery that's
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a good job. And I know the family and the wife is excited about that one, man, because I would be. That's quite beautiful, quite beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what, you're sounding good into Texas this afternoon, and we are streaming live on YouTube as we speak, man. So now the whole world know how beautiful your home is if they're looking at YouTube. But, man, I'll say good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in and waving, and I just got you in my logbook on QRZ. Have a great rest of the day, man, and I hope you've picked up all the presents you need to pick up because we only got 2 more days there, Roger.
Roger, come down to the wire, and I'll let you get back at it. Talk to 2 more people. K5 KAB, this is K7 TCS, 73, and happy holidays.
Roger, Roger, my friend. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you for stopping in and waving. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5 KAB in Texas, as we call CQ.
Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Foxtrot.
Man, hold on, make sure I get this right. Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Foxtrot, is that a QSL?
That's correct. KB, the name here is John, QSO.
Hey, John, man, I thought the band was dead, man. You almost knocked me out of my chair. Good evening, John, up there around Huntington, New York. This is K5 KAB in Texas. How copy?
Yeah, you're 5'9" here, KB. You are 5'9" in Huntington, New York, 40 miles east of New York City, and great audio, QSO.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. Well, I'll tell you what, it takes one to know one, sir. It takes one to know one, sir. Sounding great coming this way. You're doing an outstanding job. Big signal, too. I never got a chance to look up at my meters, but I guarantee you an easy 5'9" solid, man. Sounding great coming this way. John, you got everything ready for Christmas there, Roger?
Everything that needs to be ready is, in fact, ready. We couldn't be any more ready, QSO.
Well, I got a good copy on that, man. 5'9" solid, man. Making a nice trip this way, man. And I think, listen, man, thank God for my XYL because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have nothing for Christmas, man, because that's definitely not my bag. And it's definitely hers. So she's been shopping for about 2 or 3 months now. And I think she's just about got it wrapped up. Anyway, and I've told the Amazon guys to lose my address there, Roger.
Yeah, I know how that works, man. You know, it's happy wife, happy life, QSO.
Man, listen, how right could that be? But I want to change that slogan, man, because I need to be happy around here too sometime there, Roger.
Well, that's where the KB comes in.
I guess you got a point, my friend. So we'll just go ahead and go with that, man. Happy wife, happy life. How about that, man? Well, I'll tell you what, Judge, you're sounding great coming this way, man. What are you working on? What are you talking with up there?
I am using an FTDX 101D, and the amplifier is a Mercury 3S running about 1 kilowatt into a cobweb antenna, 22 feet, QSO.
Oh, wow. Great. Glad I got you on here, man. I've been having Mercury questions all day. Question on that Mercury 3 there. Can you put that thing on about 1,200 watts and talk consistently and see 1,200 watts on your meter?
I can do that, but I don't generally. I say at 1 kilowatt. But yeah, it'll go up to 1,200 watts. I've done it not indefinitely, but I've done it for about a couple of minutes, QSO.
Roger. I was curious about that. I was looking at buying a Lux, man. I got the money is burning my pockets, and but it was just hard for me to decide between a Lux that I've never seen being tested on YouTube or anything doing 1,500 watts at all, but I have seen the 3 doing about 1,200 watts, and so I'm thinking to myself, do you spend another $1,000 to possibly get another couple of 100 watts? It just doesn't make sense to me there, Roger.
Well, it's more than the extra 300 watts. It's about working remote. The Lux, you can work remote, and the 3S, you cannot work remote. And the other thing, the difference between the two is on 120 volts, you can get 1,200 watts out of the 3S, But on the Lux, you're limited to about, I think, 1,000 watts or so on 120 volts. So those are the two differences, working remote and the voltage. If you want 1,500 watts on the Lux, you're going to have to run 220. QSO?
Yeah. But I haven't seen nobody running 1,500 watts with the Lux. Even on, I've Googled YouTube, Mercury Lux test, Mercury. I've Googled all kinds of stuff, and I'm yet to see the Mercury Lux doing 1,500 watts with somebody, a sideband or even a CW carrier. I still haven't seen it. So I'm kind of under the impression that it's possible to do 1,500 watts, but I think that's the limit of the amplifier. I think you're limiting out the amplifier. And for me, I just never like that. I like to be able to loaf. Like right now, my radio is doing about 25 watts. I'm running an ICOM 7300. My radio is doing about 2,500 watts. It's doing about 25 watts. And I'm driving that into a 3K Classic Henry. It's a 3CX 1500 tube that'll possibly do about 3,000 watts. And it's just cruising. The thing never gets warm. And like right now, I'm talking at about 1,300 watts or so. And the amplifier don't even know I'm there. And that's what I like. I don't like to push them up to their limit. So the Lux, I was hoping that it would do about 18, 19, maybe 2,000 watts, and then that was definitely going to make me get it. But now I'm kind of on the fence again there, Roger.
Well, the device, the LD MOS that's in these units, is rated to 1,600 watts. So each device, LD MOS device, is rated at 1,600 watts. So the Lux has two LD MOS devices. So that thing is rated very high. So I have no doubt that the Lux cruises at 1,500 with no problem. I've heard people do it. And I could use this at 1,200, but I'm a little worried about power compression. After you reach a kilowatt, you might get some compression. So I wouldn't worry about power, KB. Don't worry about power on the Lux. It's all worked out. They're overrated, and you won't have any problem running 1.5 kW on the Lux. QSO?
Well, and that's exactly what I was thinking. And I did look at those LD MOS, and I did see that the thing is capable of 1,500 to 1,600 watts per, and that has two in it. So there's no reason why it shouldn't do 2,500 watts. But I did read somewhere, or maybe I read it on a forum, I think. Somebody was saying that the computer chip, it limits the power in the Lux to only do 1,500 watts. So something that they have embedded in the chip to reduce the power. And that's understandable. I can dig that. I get that. And so I was just curious about it. And that's what I was totally curious about it, because I've been watching VK3 amps, gentleman out of Australia, Mr. Anders. He builds an amp, but he doesn't use the LD MOS. He don't use the LD MOS. He uses a MOSFET. He actually used MOSFETs. And in his 2K box, he used 8 MOSFETs. And 4 MOSFETs will get you right about 1,500 watts or so. And so 8 MOSFETs will get you about 3,000 watts. And I think his units are rated at about 1,500 watts. But I've seen tests on YouTube where CW, they've been CWing into dummy loads, and that box is doing 2,000 watts easily. And so to me, that just seems like a more comfortable box. I'm not sure. And I'm not certain about the remote possibilities of that box either. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it right and Santa will bring me something and I just have to deal with it there, Roger.
The LD MOS devices are solid as a rock. You could short them out and you could drive them into an open and they will continue to work. The MOSFETs, that's kind of yesterday's news. I don't know. They are what they are. I see more people sending MOSFET stuff in for service than I do LD MOS. QSO?
Well, now that's a mouthful there. Now that's definitely a mouthful, because that was one of my pros in this whole process was that the LD Moss, of course, they're about $200 a piece, but the repair guy is right in Florida. The VK3 repair guy is in Australia, so that's a difference. But the pro to that side of it is MOSFETs on about $22 from I forget the name of the manufacturer here. It's right up the street from me. Mauser Electronics sells those MOSFETs for about $22 a piece, and they're simple to repair. We're talking 3 soldered spots, and you can repair them if that's all blows. So I don't know, man. Listen, this is how I buy things, man. I am not a compulsive buyer. I look at every aspect and juggle and open and read, and then I finally make my decision. So this is just part of me making a decision there, Roger.
Okay, KB. I'm sure you'll come to the right decision for you. And my point is this. The price of the LD MOS devices are irrelevant if they never die. So there you go. That's the way I see it, QSO.
Well said, my friend. Well said. Listen, thank you for the quick QSO. Definitely appreciate it, John. And you know what? I did get you my logbook on QRZ, man. And listen, we just out here having fun, man, streaming live on YouTube, and you are a part of it. You're going to be right about the 51-minute mark, man. So listen, if you have not, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on in and hit that subscribe button, man, and join the family. Thanks for being out here, and thanks for your understanding, sir. Definitely appreciate it. Have a good day, and Merry Christmas to you there, Roger.
All right, KB, very good. That's why I'm here. I was going through my YouTube browsing, and all of a sudden your page came up. I said, let me get on the air and talk to this guy. So there you go. Happy holidays, KB, and Happy New Year from KD2JF in New York.
Man, you're sounding great, man. I think you're the best sounding station I've had this afternoon. You're doing a great job. Thank you for stopping in and waving. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you for perusing YouTube, man, and stopping on my page. Now, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Thanks, John. Great signal coming this way. Hey, who is that? November 3 wireless electric radio. You said 0 today. You can't hear me at all? My goodness, man. Conditions are something, man. Conditions are horrible today. CQ20, this is K5, KAB in Texas calling CQ.
Kilowatt Echo 1, Alpha 1, Sierra, Charlie, Sierra.
Kilowatt Echo 1 station, Kilowatt Echo 1 station, one more time.
K1AR, mobile.
Are you saying kilowatt? You're going too fast. You're going too fast. Slow it up for me and give it to me one more time.
Kilowatt Echo 1, Alpha Romeo, amateur radio.
Oh, I got it that time, Mark. Good evening to you. Kilo Echo 1, amateur radio up there around Mass. Man, good evening. You said you're mobile?
I am mobile, driving up back from New Hampshire.
Oh, man, 5-8 signal sounding great coming this way. Tell me about that mobile.
It's a Yaesu FT710, and just a 20-meter hot spot.
Well, I'll tell you what is working for you. I was going to tell you don't change a thing, but I know you're a ham operator, so that don't mean nothing to you. You probably break the whole system down and start all over tomorrow. But, man, you're sounding great coming this way, Mark. There, Roger?
I'm just going to pay attention to driving, but I wanted to pop in and say hello.
Well, I'm glad you did, and I did get you my logbook. And when you get that opportunity, please go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB, and come on, join the family, man. Have a good rest of the day. Merry Christmas, man, and drive safe. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, calling CQ.
Whiskey Alpha 1, Sierra, Charlie, Sierra.
Whiskey Alpha 1 Sierra, Charlie Sierra. Good evening to you, Alan, up there around Harvard, Mass. This is K5KAB in Texas. How copy?
Yeah, Roger, K5KAB, WA1SCS, fine business. And, yeah, you're 5'9", easy over here, over.
Oh, man, appreciate it. Well, we're definitely trying, man. Conditions have been horrible, my friend. But listen, I think we might be waking some stuff up now, man. Listen, this is what we do, man. This is Kilo 5 Kilowatts and Bourbon, and we are streaming live on YouTube as we speak, man. We do this every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. And guess what, Alan? You are a part of it there, Roger.
Roger. I'm honored to be part of that. This is awesome, and you sound great over here. Over.
Well, I definitely appreciate it, and likewise, man, you sound good yourself. You get an opportunity, man, go to YouTube and put in my call, K5KAB. You get to come into the room, see it live, and most important, you get to hear exactly what you sound like in Texas, man. You're going to be at about the 55-minute mark, and I got you good-looking page all over YouTube as we speak, man. Good-looking radio room there, Roger.
Roger that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just running a Flex 6600 barefoot to a 160-meter doublet antenna. Over.
Listen, I said radio room, and I was struggling right here, man. I'm around, and I'm like, where's the radio? Where's the radio? I was struggling trying to find the radio there, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, it's all monitors because all the Flex radios are just connected by cables, internet-wise. So they're behind the desk. Over.
Well, you did a good job, man. It looks good in there. Hope all is well up there, man. Listen, 2 days before Christmas, my friend. I hope you've got all your packages together there, Roger.
Roger. All right. Well, actually, tomorrow I've got to really frantically work tomorrow and get last-minute packaging done. Over.
Listen, man. You are definitely a real-blooded man. That's what men do. Listen, you go to the mall tomorrow, it's going to be full of men because we're the last-minute shoppers, man, and we got to get it all now. Now, women been doing this for like 5 months already. They've shopped. They've got presents wrapped and everything. But now the malls tomorrow will be filled with men, and even on Christmas morning, they're going to be standing at the front door of the mall hoping that they open up there, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. You're right about that. And, no, I think I've got most of my presents. I just have to wrap them up, so not too bad. Over.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not too bad, dude. You've done good, my friend. You've done good. Listen, thank you for being out here. Thank you for the wave. Definitely appreciate it. And you sound great coming this way, man. And I did get you my logbook on QRZ. Have a great rest of the day, my friend. And if I don't get a chance to do it tomorrow, let me say Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year's coming there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yes, definitely. Very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year, and glad to be part of your QSO and 73. Over.
Roger. 73, my friend. Great contact, and I'm sure we'll do it again. CQ20. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5, KAB in Texas, as we live stream YouTube, calling CQ20. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5, KAB in Texas, calling CQ. That Victor Station, I do hear Victor Station. The Victor Station, one more time. All right, I got over on the vertical that time. See if I can hear you a little bit better. That Victor Station, one more time. Nope, it won't seem to be on. I can't hear you, man. Maybe we get to do it again sometime. Somebody said Victor Echo 8. I got that part, yep. But not enough for me to pull out. Not enough for me to pull out. I must apologize. Well, good evening to you, and maybe we get to do it again under better conditions. CQ20, this is K5, KAB on the vertical. How copy? I'll get back on the beam. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, calling CQ. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5, KAB in Texas, calling CQ20. Man, I guess Mother Nature said that's all. Goodness gracious. Well, we did give it a shot. I guess Mother Nature saying that. So, well, I'll tell you what, thank you guys for being out here. I definitely appreciate you. And maybe if I'd have got started at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I could have made it happen. But at any rate, we did get some things in. I'll say good evening all the way around. Thanks, guys, for being on the sideline. Definitely appreciate you guys over there. November Echo Whiskey Echo Radio. Travis, Kilo 5 Alpha Bravo November. Good evening to you, sir. November 2, AKJ. And my friend Roger and Bill 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. And good evening to you, Sam and Irish Scott lad. Good evening to you as well. Thank you guys for being over there, man. Definitely appreciate you guys being here. And maybe we get to do it again under some better conditions. Listen, 2 days before Christmas, my friends, if we don't get to do it again, then please let me say Merry Christmas to you. Hope you have a great rest of the year. And most importantly, man, have a blessed 2025. Man, this is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. If I was using mnemonics, I would say Kilo 5 Kilowatts and Bourbon. And I'll say 73s for now. And maybe we get to do it again down the line sometime soon. Listen, as this show ends, we all run into the Discord, Please go to my Discord. Put in K5KAB, Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo.com/Discord. Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo.com/Discord. I'll see y'all in the Discord. I'll see y'all. Bye.